Wisconsin is one of a growing number of states requiring high school students to take and pass a course focused on financial literacy before they can graduate high school. It's the first time the state has required the standalone class, and the requirements start with the class of 2028. Parents can give their kids a head start by signing up for a new program with U.S. Bank. It's called Greenlight. It helps kids and teens learn financial skills now so they're better prepared to understand how their money can work for them throughout life. Joining us to give us more details about Greenlight is Nina Johnson. She is U.S. Bank's Senior Vice President and Wisconsin Branch Banking Market Leader. Thank you for being with us today, Nina.
Thank you, Denise, for having me again this day. I'm so looking forward to the conversation.
Well, tell us a little bit about Greenlight. What is it, and how can it help kids and teens learn how to make good money decisions?
Well, first off, Greenlight has been around for some time. There's approximately 6 million members that are affiliated with Greenlight. And so the fact that U.S. Bank was willing to partner with this organization, being the first financial institution to partner with a family fintech like Greenlight, is a game changer. And so when we think about the state of Wisconsin, we've got approximately 6 million people in the state of Wisconsin. 21% or so are youth that are up to age 18. We know that providing financial education is vitally important to the population, and so we wanted to be a part of that solution. So for Greenlight, it's really a program that allows parents as well as children to learn how to be fiscally sound, how to budget, how to pay for chores, how to understand the importance of how to spend a dollar and save a dollar. Those are the tenets of what Greenlight really brings to the table, and U.S. Bank is just appreciative of the partnership overall.
What age group is really the ideal age group to try Greenlight?
So I've had parents that tell me their early school age children, like 10 years old, are now becoming a part of the Greenlight experience. The fact that they are having an opportunity to learn how to spend and save at that early age is not too soon. When we understand behaviors, and I know you're a former educator, this is all in alignment with what academia is going to do. And I'm super excited to hear that Wisconsin is going to be a part of that journey, as you mentioned, starting in 2028. So Greenlight is a part of that educational journey. And within their structure, noting that they use their cell phones, the kids use phones, we know they use them every day. But with Greenlight, that opportunity to gamify financial education using a solution as well as your bank partner is phenomenal. So with the children that are going through the credentials, which there are rewards and accomplishments along the way, they are allowed to play games that are teaching them how to become fiscally sound as well.
Everything has an app these days. Greenlight is no different. Kids can play that game that you mentioned, Level Up. Yes. So how does that really help kids, the game itself? Is it about the game kind of subtly teaching them things, or is it pretty much a direct way for kids to gain knowledge and then see how that knowledge can be used?
Indeed, that's exactly what it is. It's life skills at its finest, and it's pouring into children at such an early age that it becomes a part of their daily activity. So when they become adults, they'll know how to just save for a home one day. They'll understand the basic tenets of what we had to learn as adults. They'll learn that as children. And so when we think about what Greenlight is going to do, one thing that I love about it is that, the parents are a part of the experience. It's not like a traditional video game where you allow the child to have interaction with a video game system or their TV screen, etc. The parent is involved. So in the background, the parent is allowed to kind of guide and coach and mentor the child and have some real life conversations about what Greenlight does for their family as a household. The other thing about the program that I really love is that it's attached to the Bank Smartly checking program that U.S. Bank launched in 2022. And with that, it's free. So if you have a Bank Smartly checking, which, by the way, has a very nice set of tools in itself for adults, from just having an easy way to use your checking account to rewards and and all types of things that are going on with Bank Smartly. This is kind of like the 2.0 version of that for children. So they can use the solution for free without having to pay for it as a parent because they are a U.S. Bank customer.
One thing about Greenlight is that it is really a debit card for young people.
Yes.
Now, for some parents, me included, the idea of thinking of a 10-year-old having a debit card might make me a little nervous, but there are safeguards that are built into it that help kids and parents feel a bit more comfortable. Tell us a little bit about some of those.
Yes. So the safeguards were established, and it goes back to what I mentioned about the parents being involved in the process. The parents are allowed to put those benchmarks and those kind of guardrails into practice before the child starts to use the debit card. I know as a parent of 2 sons, the thought of having a debit card in my child's hand without any financial education that's an interesting thought in itself. But through education, I know that it's possible, and I've seen that in my own kids. But when you know that there's been some instruction given, and then you're on the back end helping them to steer them along the way, that's the, I believe, secret sauce to allowing them to become independent in their own financial futures overall.
And parents have the ability to see what kids are doing, what they're saving, what they're spending, even where they're spending it, because you want to make sure that your child is learning how to not make bad choices in terms of spending their money.
That's so true. Just like adults, I think about like our elderly population where they're being tapped into by different organizations to buy certain things that they didn't need. Same thing with our children. Suggestive advertising to purchase things that maybe they didn't really need, like a game. And as a parent, if you're seeing that kind of trend in their spending habits, you have the capability to override and cut off that access or that activity along the way. So it's not that you don't have control as a parent. You literally have more control probably than you would if they had an app on their phone that they're able to just use and touch to purchase. So I think from that perspective, it really does give you the well-rounded parental guidance, as they'd say, to help your child move in the right direction.
And while Greenlight is geared towards young people, parents can also learn a little bit while they're working with their child on the Greenlight app.
Yes, we can always learn as parents. It's a lifelong experience. And through Greenlight, it does allow you to really understand the basic tenets of financial education. And for us who, we said it earlier, didn't go through a financial education course in school, this is the opportunity to learn alongside our children. I just think about opportunities in this day and age where in our lifetime, there's been so many new things that have been developed technology-wise. We're all learning as adults along with our kids, and many times our kids know more than we do as it pertains to fixing our phones and everything else. This is one of those moments where the correct see children helping the parents move forward as well.
Well, thanks so much for telling us about it. It sounds like a great way to make sure that kids are prepared for just another important level of success as they get older.
Yes, it's wonderful. And, for U.S. Bank, we're all about powering human potential, both inside and outside of the bank. This is another way that we accomplish that goal.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you'd like to get more information or sign up for Greenlight, just visit your local U.S. Bank branch. We're back in just a minute.